a critical year for climate change. The coronavirus pandemic meant that a major UN meeting was postponed. Now it will take place in 2021 in Glasgow in Scotland. Nations will be revealing how they intend to cut their greenhouse gas emissions, which means we'll find out if their commitments are ambitious enough to stop the worst effects of climate change. Scientists say it's vital we push for a greener future, because the window to act is closing fast. Up in space, all eyes will be on Mars. A trio of spacecraft will soon be arriving at the Red Planet. The United Arab Emirates hopes to make history by becoming the first Arab nation to put a spacecraft into orbit around Mars. China will be entering a new era in space too by attempting to land a six-wheeled rover. And NASA is also trying for a first. It will be testing a mini Mars helicopter to see if it can fly in the extremely thin Martian air.
And liftoff, the rise of Starliner.
And we should also see the launch of a new private spacecraft. Following the lead of the US company SpaceX, the aerospace giant Boeing has built the Starliner capsule, which will take astronauts to the International Space Station and back. But an early test flight had problems, so the world will be watching to see if the company can get its spacecraft back on track. Also in 2021, the UK's new polar research ship will be heading to the Arctic. The vessel, which was almost called Boaty McBoatface after a public vote, is now named after the British naturalist Sir David Attenborough. It will undergo its first ice trials to see if it can operate in the tough polar conditions. And if it passes this test, the ship will head to Antarctica at the end of the year. Another priority for 2021 will be nature. Countries will gather in China for the Convention on Biological Diversity. A major target will be to get at least 30% of the world's land and seas protected by 2030. And could 2021 finally see the launch of the James Webb Space Telescope? It's been delayed by more than a decade and has gone billions of dollars over budget. But this giant eye in the sky could transform our view of space. Once in position, it will unfold a giant mirror and should see the glow from the very first stars to shine in the universe.